And I think we are going.
All will die.
Yeah. So, welcome to anyone that's watching this in the future, as I clearly don't have any viewers now. Hopefully I've got my sound issues sorted now, because the last video I rewatched it back and it was just like not even you couldn't hear a word I was mumbling about, to be honest with you. And let's just make sure it's cranked right up. Probably going to be too loud now. And I look disgusting because I've just come back from the gym. But what I thought I'd do today is just because I wanted to play this anyway, and I thought I might as well stream it. I am obviously quite far into a Nakari, something like that. I'm quite far into his campaign, and I just have, you know, basically, if you play him the right way, you can get infinite armies from as early as like probably I think it was turn 35 is where mine started kicking in. Now I can't suddenly have infinite armies at turn 35, but that's where I start start generating the armies and have that whole engine in place, which I'm gonna show you now in a second how it works. The other thing is I actually in this game managed to work out or to I guess nail down how to make the most money with him, because if you look here, and this sort of happened by accident as well, I'm making a ton of money, and I've got all of these armies here. Where are my armies? So armies there. I'm looking at it. I always get confused which way I'm looking with this area. So look, this is the Palace of Ruin, my home base. This is an actual army that I'm using to generate more armies, and if you see each of these cultists are really high level, which I got through using the second gate in the Slaanesh realm, but we'll talk about that later. And also yeah, no, I'll come back to that actually. So we have all our armies here, and if you see, you know, these are mostly full stacks. The only ones that aren't full stacks are ones that got wrecked in a battle and I just had to merge them. So you think Khorne can get a lot of armies, you know. Look at this, it's crazy. I got more here, got another one there, another one there. So this is, I've lost count how many there are, but I'm looking at it and thinking probably 20 maybe. And most of these aren't actual paid for armies, they're devotee armies. I think I've just created my third actual army now. So this was my second one. See, it's hard to find your actual armies. Wait, what's that? Did it? So this is my main army. They've just literally got the Nurgle Demon Soul. And I can't generate anyone yet because we need to put up. I basically just teleported him here. So I'll discuss all those mechanics in a bit. But right now I'm trying to find, I'm sure I've got 3 armies, like 3 armies that I created. 1, 2, 3, there we go. So this is my newly created third one. And it's just been revolt farming here. I'm not trying to revolt farm, it's just basically what happens. So yeah, so how do I create all these different armies? and it's fairly straightforward. So most people will know that at the beginning of the game, you can do proliferate cults up here, press that, and it creates a whole bunch of new cults for you. So if I go to one of my cults, hold on. If I go to one of my cults here, let's see. So what I do is I build this building here to create a cultist, and you can just spam that and you'll create loads of cultists. However, and that Mercy the Mad's got a really good video on that on his stream. However, when you're playing on, this is on very hard or legendary, you can't afford to have just loads and loads of cultists running around. So most of the time you'll go and get them to spread another one of these, so a cultist can just go here and create another one of these. If we've got a cultist somewhere, we can do it in a bit. But yeah, so let's do it with this one. So I'll just create this now, and this isn't costing me any money. This is just costing me devotees, 250, right? As you can see, I've got plenty. 250 is not going to make a dent. So then once you get a cultist spawn, you go around giving gifts. So you click on an enemy army and you do hinder replenishment, and if it's successful, they'll get the gift of Slaanesh. Now what that does is make them spread a whole load of Slaanesh corruption. So Slaanesh corruption is going to be really important for this campaign, and I'll explain that as I go along. But it also makes them like you, and you can use the seduce, whatever it's called, seduce faction. I don't really use that. It's basically, I'll do it on the what are they called, the northern people here. Yeah, I'll do it on these factions here. I'm complete mind blank now. So as you can see, these guys are already, the seductive influence has already been maxed with them. And as you see here, this chap here, he's got a good gift of Slaanesh. So what that does is plus 25 devotees per turn, plus 5 corruption local province, and then seductive influence, which we don't. You know, we've already seduced him, so that's fine. So at the beginning of the game, I think the gift of Slaanesh only gives 10, but there is the everlasting gift talent that you want to rush as soon as possible, which bumps up to 25. So now every turn, if you're on normal, you can just have every turn loads of cultists spawning everywhere, and just have them all go around giving gifts, and you'll have like a crazy amount, you know, really quickly. But if you're on very hard on legendary, you probably just need 1 or 2 at a time, and then once they've created a new cult and then perhaps given a gift, you just kill them off and get another one to come, just because of the upkeep, really, because you actually have to pay money for them, obviously. So yeah, so your cultists are putting a gift of Slaanesh on everyone. I don't know where to find out how many I got, but if you look here, gift of this is like my how many devotees per turn. I've got 700 coming in at the moment. Now 970 was spent on cults, but for all those disciple armies that I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen like anyone can see it. For all those disciple armies I just showed you, it's costing me 260, because they're like 20 devotee upkeep per turn. So I essentially just have this number going up and up and up, and I can create more and more armies as we go along. Now this is the create army button, and you need to, there's various sort of things that need to come into play. First of all, you need to be in a place that you need to have at least 10 units in your army. Second of all, you need to be in a place with a certain level of corruption, Slaneshi corruption, which your people who've got the gift, they'll be going around spreading it anyway. And you also always pick the talents on cultists or anyone else where you're giving corruption. Because I had my cultist army recently was spreading 58 Slaneshi corruption per turn. So I moved them into a new area, and in 2 turns, it's like 100% Slaneshi corruption. Now, the size of the army that you generate, I think they changed in the last patch. It used to be based on, I think, power of your army. So if you had 10, or if you had, let's say, 3 cultists and Nakari, and they're all really high level, and then just a bunch of marauders up to 10, the number 10, then your devotee army would be a full stack. But now, I think they've changed it so that it's to do with the Slaneshi corruption in the area, or a combination of, or it might be how many you have in your current stack. I'm still trying to work that out because it's just changed, and it's hard for me to test because I'm, you know, there's Slaneshi corruption everywhere and all that sort of thing. So that's a sort of rather waffly explanation of how you get all these armies. Are they any good? They're okay. You can get some duds that where was one here? You can get some duds that have loads and loads of chariots. The chariots are good, but sometimes you get an army that spawns that's got like almost 100% chariots, which, you know, that you can use that in auto resolve. It's okay, but it's not great on the battlefield. Although chariots are really, really good now since the latest patch, and we can demonstrate that as well. As you can see, I've got the nice Slaneshi UI mod on here, and as I've explained in the comments, not the comments, the stream, sorry. This is what happens when I go to the gym and then try and start talking. Well, my mind's not working properly. But yeah, so I'm not using any mods other than graphical, UI,
Most privileged of Slanesh.
what I've done with the graphical ones is I like my cultists to have hair or pirate hats, so they look a bit better. I've got the mod that allows you to do this, and my daemonettes actually have 2 now instead of 1, because it kind of freaks me out, the whole one breast thing. So yeah, let's I'm kind of waffling now, so I'm just gonna crack on, keep playing. Now, as you can see, Gestaltin is coming up here with some. They've been coming at me with really crap armies. I defeated this one already, but I don't know what they're trying to do here with these small armies when I've got thousands, you know, all over the place here. I did have them all in ambush stance down here, and he kept falling into the ambushes. Oh yeah, she's in that there. But he learned his lesson, and then he came up around here and then attacked one of my buildings. But she's going to go in there anyway. So the other thing is the money as well. So what the 2 money buildings are this one, which is obviously generating 300 income normally, and when control is below 50, it generates another 300. What you've got various pleasurable acts you can use over here, and one of them, yeah, oh no, not that one. Yeah, control cost. Yeah, so that one has pleasure arena, has control cost. So when you use that, it's going to knock 50 off your control, and put it down low, which this is when these things start kicking in. But you've also got this one, which generates money, growth, income from all buildings, and then when control is negative, it also adds on another -6. So right now, I basically end up keeping my control really low, and I'm making a ton of money. And I can, you do get revolts. I've got a ridiculous situation over here where I just can't get rid of revolts in this one. Although, oh no, I've fixed it now. Yeah, I must have fixed that because it's been a few days since I played this. But this was just revolting over and over, and now the revolts are going here. Now, part of the reason is that I had all these armies in this area when it was revolting, and they all gain the trait that gives negative control. So you can see this one is control -2. This one, just that one army here, is giving control -33 and +35 Slaanesh corruption. So this is my army where I used to attack other people. Basically, you just bring them in, Slaanesh corruption everywhere, pop the button, get another spare army, and Bob's your uncle, you like wipe them out in seconds. I've been trying to because I'm doing the soul race. I think I've got 3. Just need corn now. I'm not a big expansionist person. Like, I kind of like to keep I only took this area because they started declaring war. And I've also got, believe it or not, Kairos is my vassal. So I'm getting a good amount of vassal income as well. Now, the way I did that is, and you can try this as well, I've done it on a few campaigns. Essentially, sometimes you will take a city that is worth like 50 points in negotiation to another faction. In this case, it was the broken, whatever they're called, faction capital. They started fighting me, so I just took the capital, and right after cinched confederated with him, and I had this capital, and then I was just doing a negotiation with him, like, I don't know what we were doing, and becoming my vassal was like -40 points, but I had plus 50 points from this building. So I essentially sold him back his building. He gets when you're talking about the negotiation, it shows up as a gift. So gift given to Cinch 23. That's because it's quite a while ago. So basically, I get him vassalized. I give him back his city, which was only at level 3 anyway, and he thinks I've given him a gift as well. And I think he gave me a load of money on top of that. So you can, they'll probably at some point patch that out, but I don't know whether it's an exploit. I mean, he just really wanted that place, didn't he? So yeah. So anyway, I'll crack on now because I'm just waffling crap. But so what I'm doing up here is, I can't remember why I left this army here. I think it might have been to revolt farm this guy, because I might have. Yeah, we'll go into more details as well, because there's ancillaries here, like plus 25% army size. That didn't seem to do much for me. And I thought I had. No. I did do one thing in this campaign actually earlier where I borrowed one of Daniel's armies and it had a corn weapon. So I took the corn weapon and tested whether it would get taken away when I went back in, and it did, unfortunately. So anyway, a few things going on. So Nikari has just come out of the Nurgle realm, and I teleported here to be beforehand because I thought these guys are already my friends, and I will start spreading Slaanesh corruption around here and then wrecking people. I've only got a few cultists in this one, so plus 12 Oh no, your army. So my army is plus 12. I'll keep it still. Plus 12 corruption, minus 4 corn corruption, and then plus 14 corruption. So plus 26 corruption on this one army. Which basically means... Oh, the car is 50. I'm going to do this last point. I remember I had a real plan as what to do with it. Well, I'm going into the corn realm next. It's the final realm, do I? Or I use acquiescence a lot just to remind myself to keep this buff up. I'm normally on Nakari because when it comes to actual battle tactics, I'm really not the best. I'm, you know, good, I guess, compared to some people, but when there's so much going on, I don't manage to keep my buffs up 100% of the time. So I think he's not got any chariots, and I'm not going to get any for him, I don't think. Alright, I'm going to not give any points to him yet because I want to try and remember what I'm doing. So as you can see here, like I said, what happened, the second to last gate in the Slaanesh realm gives you a buff where you get plus 20 to all heroes and lords. And because you've got a really high cultist number, because each one of those buildings I showed you adds plus 1 to your cultists, you can then just pump out a whole load of really high level cultists, and you whack spread corruption in all of them. That's really important. So not a lot, there's a lot of talking going on here, not a lot of action, so I'll crack on. And she doesn't have corruption for some reason, so I'm not sure why not. And I did the same with Aluris's. So both of them, oh my god, put those away. Yeah, so these are quite high level as well. I've got them on the Exalted Seeker Chariots. Still not sure about them. They're basically the same as normal chariots, but you've only got one to control rather than sort of the 4 weaving in and out. But they do take a lot of damage. But they have perfect vigor as well, and they're very fast, so that's what I'm using at the moment. So I don't really want to fight this guy down here yet because I've just done a soul. Oh, I've got to give him this point now, haven't I? Hold on. I'll talk about the battle composition I use shortly when we get in a fight. It's basically exalted daemonettes, and I'm going to put it in there so it's just cheaper because I use it a lot. Exalted daemonettes and Spawn of Slaanesh. But we'll come back to that because I was talking a lot of crap now. So obviously it gets quite hard managing all your armies when you've got this many. So occasionally I'll have some cultists that are just running around spreading corruption. I'm not sure if this one is, but we'll let's have a look. Plus 4 corruption, plus control 1. We'll leave her there for the time being. So what was I doing here? I honestly don't actually know. I can't remember why I brought this army here. I think possibly to revolt farm to get this guy's level up. And possibly to heal up. I don't know why. I basically just had these marauders because I was thinking you might need a 20 stack to get a 20 stack disciple army, so I wasn't sure, so I just put in a bunch of marauders. They're cheap as hell anyway, and then I'm gonna buff them through here as well. So yeah, I'm bottom line on most characters as well. So yeah, I mean, look, you see this is producing a lot of money. So I don't know what they're doing up here. I'm going to move them downwards. No, that's what I was doing, wasn't it? I wanted the replenishment. Yeah, as soon as these guys are fully healed, they're going to come down to meet Nakari and to start kicking ass. These ones have all got control issues. Most of them. Okay, these two don't. This one does. Control -4. And I think there's a couple of others that are like, oh, that's +1. -5. So this one I'm gonna just bring him down to here basically. Anyone would, because the control's getting a bit out of hand now, so anyone who's negative control is going to be brought down here to get this going, and the positive control ones can stay because yeah, it's getting a bit ridiculous at the moment. So I've got, because I'm spreading so much corruption, I've got the third one of these, so that's quite a good thing as well sometimes, especially when you're spreading corruption. So let's just crack on to, do we need to move these guys to defend? Yeah.
Courtesan of the pleasure god.
Do I force march them? Yeah, force march trap there.
On cloven foot.
And that way there's two of them as well if there's any troubles.
Prince's herald.
So let's crack on with the end of the turn. The hell of a large intro there, which probably, I mean, I don't have any viewers currently anyway, so, but if I did, they probably would have left by now because of all the rambling. But hopefully, if you did actually manage to listen to that, well done for listening, for having such good concentration. You see, this is what's happening to everyone. Everyone's getting corrupted by Nurgle, which is minus control and plus growth.
The herald of
So got another revolt coming here. These guys can deal with that. And don't forget, all these cultists can spawn Keeper of Secrets and 3 times Daemonettes. So we'll see that in a fight shortly. I'm just going to let them heal up and then they can crack on. So here is my other army, my second army. And I'm not sure what I'm doing with them, but I think I'm just going to have them hanging around for a little bit in case anyone comes to attack, but maybe I'll just move them down a bit. So we're friendly obviously with Zinch because he's our vassal, and we're generally friendly with everyone else. I cozied up to Khorne because I wanted some of his see, I'm doing the same thing here, just getting those same buildings going. I cozied up to Scarbrand because I wanted Minotaurs, just because I like, because it's fun basically. And I don't tend to use Keeper of Secrets. Actually, I think Soul Grinder is better value for money. We'll discuss that when we start getting into battles. Yeah, come on, shut your gate. Maybe I'll, oh no, that's what that cultist was for. I remember now, this one here, she's on the point where the rift spawns, so I'm gonna, she just hangs around there and closes the rift for me. I've got a Skaven building here, stop that from happening. So this guy is being very cheeky now, and he's trying to
moving with grace.
outsmart me.
The herald of Slanesh. Slaneshi herald.
But he's not going to be able to, because I'm human
Agony.
and I have infinite armies.
Without conscience.
So there was another one there. That's not it. There was another one. Oh, that's Gestalten. Who's this then? Yeah, they're coming at me with small stacks, but they've got decent units in there. So you can auto-resolve with these stacks, but it kind of wrecks them. Oh, like this one. So then you just have to keep merging them, and you end up with smaller stacks, which is just not quite as exciting. But again, they all cost 20 devotees, so like whatever. Like even if there's one guy there, sometimes they keep him. He's obviously going for Fortress of the Damned because defeated him on the last two. But let's see what we can do with Nikari. Nikari, I don't know. He's still not fully healed, so I wouldn't mind going into this stance. These guys obviously all maxed out on unit strengths, and of course, like we saw, he's got skills buffing them. So this army is hard as. I've got the Witstealer's sword. I didn't get any other. I didn't get the Sycophant Paramour or the Sword of Slanesh in the realm of Slanesh. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Get back on land. Oh, now I'm not getting any replenishment. For God's sake. Well, actually, if I force march, but then this army would come on and wreck me, won't it? What's in here? Pinkies. Yeah, that's fine.
Set sail.
Jesus. So these guys are my vassals, so obviously I can still heal up here. So not a lot. We're not doing a lot on this turn because I'm just waiting for my armies to replenish. But generally, once we've seen off Gestalten, I'll just have a stack in every single like base that I have. So yeah, go to the next turn. Imminent Rebellion. Fine, we've had loads of those. Now there are restrictions around not how many devotee armies you can have, or there is, but it's as we've just seen, it's trivial. But each actual army can only create one every 5 turns, and you can only do it. You can only create one in a province every 9 turns, I think it is. So I might create an army with Nikari, wait 5 turns, but the province still needs another 4 turns. But if I just put him in the next province, then he can create another army there. So yeah, I could do some control because this is getting out of hand now. It's making me a lot of money having low control, but it's really quite boring constantly fighting off these low-level armies. But let's do it here. I haven't actually used these Minotaurs yet, other than in auto-resolve, so got the money, might as well take his unit. Don't know why. I always press save because sometimes, and this is why I don't play on legendary, I think I mentioned it in the other stream, like I'm such an airhead, I'll be like focusing on one thing and then I'll press auto resolve in a battle which wipes out my entire army because I wasn't thinking, because I was actually trying to press on the scout terrain map. So this is, yeah, I play on legendary with Horn and Torok sometimes, where it's just like you need to, otherwise it's just too boring because it's so easy. But let's crack on see how we get on. I need to think of a goal now, because I last played this campaign probably about 5 days ago, I think, and I've forgotten what my aim was. I'll do a video as well at some point on all of that rambling stuff that I've just explained, because yeah, I should have waited a bit before I got back from the gym before I started rambling. I still don't have any viewers anyway, so we're all good. Okay, really the only aim I have here is just not to cause any more damage, because I want to move out of here and want to be replenished. So we've got our cultist army here. Let's don't know why I'm taking so long to set this up. Minotaurs, just in it for the fun. Right, basically start deployment, start battle, everyone charge. So now I've got the 3 cultists. You can see they've all got speed and melee defense, and they can all create a Keeper of Secrets and 3 Daemonettes. So standard procedure with these ones. I normally send the Marauders in, and I think I can hear him. He always drops spells on the Marauders. But yeah, suddenly you have loads of Keeper of Secrets and you need to make them fight everyone.
Why, yes, I agree. Slay their minds.
Get him into battle.
And kill.
And of course, dodgy camera view. Where's him? Oh, get in there.
I desire.
Yeah, I purposely just didn't bother setting that up, this formation, by the way. I'm not actually that bad at the game. But he's got Banner of Hellfire. He's got all sorts of good items as well. So we've got the 6 Keeper Secrets they've just cleaned up as well. And the cultists are pretty hard. Like, some of the good ones, melee attack 54, melee defense 79, but I think there's ones with even higher. I think Legend said in one of his tier lists recently that they didn't have good stats, but you can really get their stats up good. I've been focusing on defense. This one's just because that's mainly what I want them for. Just stay alive and create havoc with all your summons, but they can do a really good job fighting. Yeah, I don't have the extra 2 army abilities as well. They're so sort of underwhelming. The final one's actually good for Demon Soul battles, and Cannot Move is really good if you're using proper tactics, but it's just been other stuff I've been getting. Right, I feel like my brain is calming down now. I basically just did squats for an hour in the gym. Box squats, in fact. But I'm a waffler and an airhead at the best of times, so that doesn't help. Again, it's like I don't need any of these things. 51 devotees on my well, replenishment's good.
Such insights to tempt you.
So I got the Oh, we need training, that's why. So I got this going around turn 35. If we look at my saves, I try and keep a big backlog of saves. And I'll normally tag when I've done something awesome, like... Oh, go back. Hold on. Oh, that was before I get the wisdom. Just so I can sort of go back. Pre-city peace bribe, don't know what that is. So I think pre-siege first move. Oh yeah, that was save scumming for Cinch Realm. But yeah, I think I got it going around here somewhere, but I'm gonna do a stream starting from fresh so everyone can see anyway. This is really just because I was playing this tonight and I thought I might as well show anyone that actually cares how to do it, because I've not heard anyone mention this. Like, everyone just goes on about how busted Khorne is. Well, look, like, this is stronger than Khorne, but it's just not quite so easy to get going. It's not hard to get going either, but what do we got here? So, you know, these can be quite good once you buff them up and stuff. They do like a bit, they do damage, and thing gives them speed, so.
Most privileged of Slaanesh.
Okay, what am I doing here? So I need...
The herald of
I know what I'm doing. I want these guys to come back and defend the base. And I want these guys to go on the attack. So I'd like them to come down here. Now there'll be... When I actually look, here we go, 80 minus 10 years. So when I move them out of this province, because I think they're causing a lot of negative control here, minus 33, then this province will be alright again, and this one will be kicking off, but that's fine, we'll just move them through. We'll talk about best army composition once we get in like a proper fight. That's not just trivial. I think I'm going to put her in there just in case he springs some sort of trap.
Oh yes, the frisson of movement. Temptation calls.
This is what I generally do with them, is just have them round, move them round in like these little groups. Kairos, of course, when I'm fighting him, will still just teleport in and pick off the one that I really don't want him to. And these two down here in ambush stance. What's her control? Yeah, she's alright. So she can be the so I'm just being paranoid about my microphone not working still. She can look after this one permanently. It's very weird. He's attacking with these like small but quite strong armies. It seems very odd to me. Hero not move. Shortly that that new cult that I started, that's gonna sprout a cultist soon, which is gonna be good. If you look, I mean, if you look already, oh, sleek. That's almost worth just getting. Sleek and disciplined, the two best. But if you look at my cultist cap, 25, and I have, you know, you can get it much higher. Do I hire the disciplined one? Because you can level them up by moving them around, giving gifts anyway. It just seems too... And confident. They are literally the three best traits all in front of me. And I have the money, so what will I do with them though? If I hire them down here, hopefully I can get cultists down here. Yeah, then I'll have them go across and just start causing chaos there. So 1.
And it shall be.
I don't know about the confident one. That's not that great. It's just like a lesser version of
My divine master. Do you wish to be
So for the ones that are just going around spreading stuff, you just want spread corruption and specialist. So it costs you less to give the gifts, and it's marginally higher chance of doing it. You don't want hinder replenishment because all it does is I mean, it doesn't affect the chance of it being successful, and that's what you really want. You don't care about hindering their replenishment. So and even though I got a mod that tries to add in more names, it still makes almost all of them Mercy, which I have told Mercy the Mad. I'm sure he's noticed it on his one as well, but he could have just put in randomly, but I reckon I'd like to think it's a nod to his efforts as a Total War streamer. Can she get into ambush stance? Yeah, alright. I'll take that.
Prince's Herald.
Yeah, Costalton's or this guy's not getting anywhere. And as soon as he comes down, it's game over for everyone. Oh yeah, I wanted to put another 2 Minotaurs in there at some point, but just got a pinky in as a, like, this is, I've just got random stuff in here because these guys do all the fighting. So people might be looking at that and thinking, well, what the hell is that army? But yeah, you don't really need these guys. I just mix in some people for fun because I've got, you know, crazy amount of money coming in. Okay, move on to the next. Oh, see, this is what I mean about an airhead. I forgot to actually move him, but it's actually really quite hard when you've got all these bloody armies.
Do you wish to join my
I don't know why Costalton's heading towards me. I'll absolutely wreck him. Military access with the Tong. Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't like fighting all of the Chaos factions. I think I just got bored of it basically, so I try and it's a bit like less law friendly. Okay, we've got our second army ability at least. Let me guess it's this one. The morning after. Some of these are really funny. They've got spring break, the morning after. Some of the things the daemonettes say as well when you click on them is rather amusing. Okay, I need another army up here to help them deal with these revolts, because I can manually fight this and win against these revolts, but it's a pain in the ass. I'd rather, considering I've got infinite armies, I'd rather just auto resolve them. Right, I'm just going to sort my chair up because backside's hurting a bit. So what do I want next? See, the game, and I'll talk about this when I'm doing my actual early run through. The game wants to tempt you to do lots of things. Like the people who made the Nakari's campaign, there's loads of things to tempt you that will actually probably cause problems. And this seduce unit budget plus 50% is really good, and you get the quest for it early. But it's no good early anyway, because you've never got that much money to start blowing on seduce units here. And to get it, you've got to have minus 25 relations with coordinated factions, which I can do now because I built the allegiance building. Look at this. Devotee upkeep minus 20% for disciple armies. No, I don't need that. Where's the where is the final army ability? That's such a random thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one I actually like for the demon.
Wickedness we shall sow.
So let's go down to the Kari. Stoughton seems to be getting ready to attack me. And as we're about to go into a battle, I'll just quickly explain what I think is the best army combo, the best value for money. Where you could have a Doom Stack, a Keeper of Secrets, but that's not. Yeah, that's not cost effective. As you can see here, I can summon a Disciple Army now, but because the Slaneshi Corruption is only at 59, I'm just going to wait another turn and then pop it then. So the best army composition, in my opinion, is Exalted Daemonettes, Spawn of Slanesh, and you can use that from early game, and then late game you can chuck in some Soul Grinders, but you don't even need to. Obviously, Heartseekers of Slanesh are like one of the best units in the game. Apparently they're really good in multiplayer as well. But the reason why is because they have charmed attacks, so your enemy gets melee attack -8. These guys, you have to actually get a mod so they do have Soporific Musk, because it says it there but someone forgot to turn it on at Creative Assembly. So it says Soporific Musk, which is supposed to be their thing. But yeah, the mod just fixes that. I even fixed it myself in the script files, so it's but yeah, just find that mod. And that's melee defense -5, melee attack -5. So you've got -13 melee attack and -5 melee defense. And then you've got your put those away again. You've got your wizards. Oh, Jesus Christ, wizards. Alluruses that can add melee defense and physical resistance, or leadership and melee defense. So I tend to take those two the most. This one is quite good if you've got just an army that's really quite fast, and as you're charging in, you just pop that and just absolutely wrecks. So we have Castaltin here. He's out of my range. I don't know what he's trying to achieve, quite frankly. And I suddenly need the toilet, so sorry, I'll be 2 seconds. Sorry about that. I have the weakest bladder in the world, so no one's watching anyway. So and you can always forward it if you're at some point watching it in the past, in the future. Sorry. So I can't really see what he's trying to do here. He can't get me. And I quite like these treasure island things because they give you some good buffs, so I might just ignore him and get this. Yeah. Elves, that's exactly who Gary likes to fight. Wow, that's only 1200. Oh, I think it's because he's got some buffs. Well, the only thing that's annoying really is that, so we'll take that. You don't have any. Oh yeah, and on top of my Soporific Musk and Charmed, I wheel out one of these as well to give you to give our guys +5 and leadership +4. So it's just like Nurgle really. It's tipping the balance well in our favor. However, Nurgle, you know, we don't have the fact that we walk really slowly and Nurglings that don't do any damage. These guys hit hard, and these ones are unbreakable. Yeah, and of course, so later game your soul grinders at Slaanesh have got Soporific Musk as well. That's why I prefer them to the Keeper of Secrets. Keeper of Secrets does do a little bit more damage, but it's less armored, and it's a massive bullet or arrow pincushion, and it comes with a bunch of spells that I don't need because I've already got spells on my Illyrises here. I think they only added in those like that whole mechanism where you can get Keeper of Secrets or Great Unclean Ones, and then you have to get their spells through talents. I think, I don't know, it's pointless anyway. I think that it's something to do with multiplayer. They just wanted to chuck that in, but who knows, who cares. Let's get cracking with this fight. And these ones here, Fiends of Slaanesh. I mean, I've been carrying him around because he came in the starting army. I don't think I'd ever hire them because they're not that much cheaper than a Soul Grinder or Keeper of Secrets. And yeah, there's 8 of them. I don't know. They're good basically, but they just don't really. There's always something better I can recruit than them, I guess. Maybe I should have seen I'd like to see what Nakari buffs for them, because I wonder if there's a Doom stack in there somewhere. Okay, so how I do it, we've got this island in the middle here. Basically, just layer them close to each other. And then group that up. So we'll just put him at the front. These cav are a little bit damaged, so I don't want to risk losing them. They're not hidden there, I know, but just who cares. And then these guys, you get a Soul Grinder on one side, another one there to protect the flanks, and also to give Soporific Musk. And these Fiends have Soporific Musk as well. So everyone in here is covered in Soporific Musk, which is an alluring perfume apparently, according to the lore app. And then my borrowed guy is in here, so that's just Group 1. I use control groups. I need to learn a better way because it's probably watching someone just use control groups and sort out their army like that at the beginning of you know, at the beginning of every battle is probably going to be quite boring, but so 5. Oh no, these, they can be 7. Right, let's get cracking. Obviously just send him ploughing into anyone because he's gonna die. So I have my 2 Seeker chariots, exalted Seeker chariots here, so they're good. We can do a charge with him in a minute. Has one of them got the charge? No, but I've got a banner of hellfire here, so we'll just see a charge here. This is the impact now of the new, you know, since they've made the latest changes. If you just watch this, as long as it didn't mess up, yeah, you know, and you just carry on. So when you're using chariots, oops, 3 go there, 4 go there. What you want to do is you click. Oh, he's just messed up what we're about to do. You click into the unit, so you're going to do a charge, and then just before you hit them, you click behind or onto another enemy, and that's that's how it works. If you don't do that, it's a bit yeah, you can get mixed results otherwise. So I left these guys behind, but let's just get another 3 Keeper of Secrets going. And all in all, use these to... I'm so used to playing ogres, I keep thinking I need to get them all for the meat. Oh, look at these guys, hold on. Yeah, look at these fiends, they're okay. Got my 3 Keeper of Secrets. Yeah, and again, that's another reason for just keeping Soul Grinders rather than a Keeper of Secrets, is that you can spawn a whole bunch anyway. And let's stop her from moving so we can kill her. And then Nakari has got a lot of buffs. Damage resistance 20%, another 20%. Crazy thing he gets from the Wit Stealer sword. And then another buff you can put on people there. And I think this is an area one. So that's why I have this on here, because I keep forgetting to cast the spells. Whereas when I'm running around with the curry, which I do a lot, I can remember to do it, and it only costs 5. There. So that's just me being not the best micro player. Holy shit! What? Yeah, I'm not great at micro, but you know, I get by. I have spent, so I've got about 650 hours now, I think, in the game, but I spent at least 300 of those probably just playing on normal and just trying to work out all the campaign tactics, because I just knew there'd be a lot. Yeah, I just knew they'd be really detailed, and I think a lot of new players have, you know, come into the game, you know, taking one look at Nakari and thinking, well, he's just Daniel, but he's only got one, you know, only these units, and I like my elves with their, you know, high economy sort of thing, where it's like, well, infinite armies and a really good economy, not quite as good as the elves, is surely better. Right, let's speed this up because I'm talking rubbish now. Come on, die. Jesus. Finish her off. I'll finish her off with a bloody spell here. Okay. Yeah, I've got a beer here that I'm going to crack open. Don't worry, I'm not going to be getting drunk on stream or anything like that. Sunday night here, though, I like to have a little drink to take the edge off. Just like 2 or 3 beers. But this UI is great. The only thing I'd be conscious of is, since I've been using it, have had random crashes. He's only just added this one, so I've had no problems with the Corn one and the Nurgle one. But this actually is the best of all of them, I think. And I've had the odd crash, so I just tend to quick save at any opportunity. 6 grand and a scarecrow banner. You having a laugh? That was a bloody waste of time, wasn't it? So I'm stacking these guys up with melee defense because they have perfect vigor, but and armor. But if they get stuck for 2 minutes, it's, you know, they take a lot of damage, and also they poison as well. So when we saw them, you know, crashing all the way into all those people, it was poisoning them all, I think, as far as I understand the mechanics. So yeah, feel free. You know, again, like I said, I'm not the best battle player, so if there's anyone, I can summon a disciple army here by using this building, but it unless they've changed it since the patch, I haven't done one since the patch, it's just like 3 or 4 people, so it was never worth it. But we will do that. We'll test that actually on, because everywhere's got a cult building here pretty much at the moment. Wow, look at these guys. These guys are kicking ass. Daniel died, but these guys are taking over half the thing, and that's because they're my my vassal. Yeah, we'll find a building to summon a disciple army on. So that's that. Now what's happening over here with our friend?
The Herald of Slanesh.
I want to try and ambush him. There.
The Herald of Slanesh.
Wait, it was 75% they're going to go on it.
I seek stimulation. Prince's Herald.
We get someone at the back to be in force march. Someone crap.
Privileged of Slanesh. Moving with grace.
Enemy. The AI often gets me with this.
Defy immortality. Behold my sensuous movements. Most privileged.
See, this is what I mean. If you get an army like this, it's like, Jesus. They're a little, you know, 2 or 3 of these are hard to micro, let alone the whole stack. So I think she's one of the ones with minus control. So I think we'll just send her. We'll send her down here. This one's just in defense, and we'll send it to join some of these battles. But we've been here a couple of turns with Nakari now. Let's have a look at the corruption. Yes, going up pretty fast. Not as fast as my huge cultist army. I did have 10 cultists in there, but then when I've created my new army, I've shared them out a bit. So, but it's still, as we know, making a huge amount of it. Yeah, another one here, like, oh.
The Herald of Slanesh.
With this province, because you can either have a province where you have low control and you keep it that way to gain money, or you can have a province and you use these instead, which will give you devotees, but we don't care about that. But corruption. You don't really need that because you use cultists for corruption. So, you know, there may be some mechanics there, and also these pleasurable acts are so powerful. Like I pop that on turn 1 because it's like, yes please, plus 50 growth. Then when control's getting out of control, you pop this one, 200 devotees. And then if you want, again, like we said earlier, if you want to cause low control and get loads of income from buildings, you use that. So that's okay. It's okay now because I'm moving the people down here, so this is where there will be a revolt. Oh. Anyway.
Without conscience.
I mean, this is prime time for me as well to start making stupid mistakes. When I've got so many armies to look after. YOLO. This, yeah, she didn't have, this is someone I focused on just high damage rather than defense. But look, melee attack 61, 86 defense. And I can put them in armor. She's, you know, they've really got decent armor. But I'm actually going to put it in here because we need to spread that corruption. I got a exalted seeker chariot here just to see if it would be any different using the Alluruses. It isn't really, but I'm just going to keep him in there for fun. Why is he in force march? What's they going to do with him?
Yes.
I don't really remember what I'm doing with him, but
My divine master.
okay.
To my chamber of pain. Most privileged.
They're just on guard duty. Okay, crack on. Probably stuff I haven't done. Like build this building. Keep of secrets that I'm actually going to use. And like I said, you know, this has been a rather rambling explanation, but I'm going to, at some point in the next few days, do a start afresh and show you how it's done. But also maybe a little video to sort of show it in, to explain it rather quickly and not so rambling-y. Shadow Legion? Who the hell was that anyway? See, another person with control -5. Who is it? So now this guy has got control -13. So I don't really want to march him through He's got to go one way or the other. Yeah, he was meant to be my guy who would sort of hang around defending. But if you see here, so he can't pop one because his provinces has had 8. Still has 8 turns to go before he pops his disciple army. So we'll move him here. Oh no, and there's still 7 there because I did it recently. That would have been a good chance to explain it, but I think we'll just drag him down here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably just going to start some massive war with Kislev because, well, yeah, I need to actually. They're doing well, so need to wreck them. Nurgle and Kislev. Oh yeah, they were these 2, weren't they? Yeah, we were going to bring them.
On we go.
Bring them. Start spreading corruption and gifts. You see, this person's got a gift as well. You get gifts. You give them a gift if you beat them in battle. And what the AI will actually do early on is that you give someone a gift, they will swap that lord out for another one, and you give them the gift. And as I understand it, the swapped lord, who's now not on the playing field, he gives half of the amount of devotees, which is more than enough anyway. So it is actually helpful because the computer switching the AI switching the lords just gives you more lords to give gifts to.
Artisan of pain.
Yeah, it's really quite bonkers. Has she got low control? Yeah, so she can come out of here and
Seeking sweetest agony.
trying to clean up this control mess I've created. What's he doing now? I don't like fighting with these battles if I can avoid it. Battling with these guys if I can avoid it, because they're kind of just like my protection or whatever, because they don't regenerate health or anything. But to be honest with you, this one is so many chariots anyway.
The herald of Slanesh.
Is she an ambushed? Okay. Yeah, I think he didn't see her. So I tried to pick an army that's not completely horrendous to play with. This is a good one. And then I just move everyone in, and I will either auto-resolve it or actually fight the battle.
Oh yes. On cloven foot.
I think I'm gonna try and auto-resolve it though. Let's just
of the Dark Prince. Depravity.
see what the auto-resolve. What can I attack? Oh, now I've got to move everyone again.
Tender hand of atrocity. Delights with that.
How many is it gonna? Jesus, there's hardly any of them. Yeah, and I still haven't got the talent for the seduce unit budget by 50%. See, that's gonna wreck. Oh, why is there only? There's only 2 here. Oh, I don't care. That's not going to be good viewing for the stream. Fighting those battles with these little devotee armies. So, not that anyone's watching still, and not that it's not a good stream already anyway. So. When they're like this, yeah, I'll kind of disband these just to have one less army on the battlefield that I've got to worry about.
And cruelty.
So Good.
See, they're all spreading corruption nicely. Yeah, so with the cultists, I'll always get the defensive ones first and then move on to the offensive ones. I don't know whether that's the best way of doing it. It's just, you know, the idea basically is to keep them alive while they start spawning units. So
Time to indulge. Dance on.
okay, so going back to here, everyone that's got control, you stay. You go here.
My divine
+3 control. Oh no, that's yeah, because that's see, who's this stack of people coming towards me? Hey, look, like serious competition. Thankfully, I've got these slot coming down. It's not my strongest army though, to be fair. Got them as well. So I think we're gonna back off these guys.
Without conscience.
The Tempter Lord. Onwards.
Okay. Moving on. Okay, yeah. So here's my cultists that spawned from this building I did at the beginning of the stream. So
My prince.
there's a few things. You can either just get them to, well, you want them to create another cult because then you can spawn another cultist at some point. But that costs money as well. And then you want to check their stats. Okay, so what you want is Depraver because that gives an extra Slaneshi corruption point. So because this person hasn't got Depraver, I will use them to give a gift, use them to do a cult, which they can only do once every 14 turns. Create a cult here,
The cult grows.
and then I'll kill them off. If they have got Depraver or another good trait, I'll just have them hanging around, giving out gifts and leveling up that way. Yeah, because that works really well. Another hero not moved.
Do I please you?
Okay.
Depravity reigns.
I do love that. Oh my god, who are these people here? Oh, that's Korn's area. That's fine. He can deal with them.
Herald of the Dark Prince.
See, this is almost a perfect army spawn. Maybe one less chariot, and it would be
Patience without
great.
cultist of the perfect prince.
You want
I'm slightly worried if Korn lames it. Where are those armies we saw? What's in them? This is a oh, they're coming towards me. They're on a direct
Herald.
course towards me here. So I need to get all these guys
Exist to serve and be
down here.
tedium. I would never. Bringer of sensation. Slaneshi Herald. Seeking sweetest agony.
Charge bonus. I'm quite into charge bonus now with the with all the changes, and it used to be my least favourite stat.
fornication?
Ah, there's another one.
Lawyers bow to
It's actually quite powerful, that one.
And maiden of dark delight.
Yeah, we don't need them though. We want them to start.
Lord of excess brains.
Come and join Nakari. But yeah, they are throwing the stacks at us now.
Submission. A voyage. Name it, and it shall be done.
I mean, it's fine. Like we don't. Wonder if we can spawn another army. Here we go. Yeah, so we can spawn our first army of the stream. Ping. Oh. Oh, chariots. Yeah, I wish they'd. It's probably pretty low down on their list of things to fix, but getting all chariots is just. That's just auto resolve fodder, I guess.
All will die in rapture.
Can I have a look at my items because I haven't looked at them in a while, and there's probably. Oh. Get those fused immediately. Ugh. Fuse that with. That's actually a good item.
How divine!
Oh. Yeah, there's not a lot we can merge there.
Most privileged of Slanesh.
You may bow.
So, do I take this guy out? I feel like it's a trap. He's been hovering around there for ages. And I want to lay my own trap. I feel like there's going to be someone waiting in ambush here. This is my strongest army though, like it's... Oh, and I do have backup coming.
Of the pleasure god. Soon, I promise. Soon.
Ambush!
What are these guys doing? There's people all over their lands and they're just doing nothing. Right, okay, I think that's it now. They're not moved yet.
Slaneshi herald.
They were.
So we'll get Nakari to pop his army as well in a second. We can try and work out whether it's now based on corruption or whatever it's based on. Sorry, I'm a terrible vapor.
Cultist.
Still no viewers. Okay, lots of plus. I think those people are all now getting plus control because decreased cooldowns. So channeling starts are awesome.
They call to you.
So she's aggressive. So she's already established her cult, so she can't do that for a while. If there's anyone around here I can give a gift to, I will. I don't need to, I'm just trying to do it for the benefit of anyone watching this so they can see how to do it. But
Pleasure.
oh yeah, there we go. So what I would just do is we'll click hinder replenishment, and if it works then they get a gift.
The secrets are mine.
Oh, hello. I'd quite like to kill those guys off. These little groms, I literally hate them. They're tankier than, like,
Drink in my
I don't know,
excellence.
something really tanky.
Taste flesh. Drink
Pyrrhic victory, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, can't take a little grom. What do I want? Archers would be best, but I just enjoy playing with guns. Although I've never really been able to get Streltsy to work, so... what going to cause me the most damage? It'll be the archers, yeah. Because we'll be pretty blobbed up, so... Okay, here we go. I love Banner of Hellfire, but I always forget to click it. Sorry, I've got gunk in my mouth. Right, this is perfect because we just hide behind the trees and then come charging out. I love it when it remembers your formation. Has to be the same map twice for that to happen, I think. No? Oh, we want these soul grinders to go on the outside though, don't we? So we'll get... Oh, actually, these are large as well, aren't they? Spawn of Slaanesh? Oh, sod it. We'll still use it for cover. Just don't like getting large entities in the forest, but... you go there? Try and mix a good one and a crap one together. Don't really know what to say about these guys. Maybe put them here.
Bend to our will. Death.
I am ready. Sensuous diversion.
As always, start off with these two on chariots, ploughing into people.
Paramour of Slaanesh.
Yeah, if anyone actually does watch this in future, and you know better ways of fighting for someone who's a lefty and is not very good at micro, then by all means let me know.
Daemonettes of Slaanesh. The aesthetics are lethal. Paramour of Slaanesh.
So you charge in, click, and then just behind afterwards,
Supper.
and you can sort of.
The pleasure.
Oh, the little Grom got in the way. Big little Grom, big Grom, whatever he is.
Moving. I move.
We mash these guys up. Come on. Oh, he slowed down. So that's what happens if you don't click behind, like when you're just charging.
Dance upon their corpses.
There we go.
Pleasure.
A good job. Right. Group 4, come and kill these guys.
Delighted.
Group 3, get the Straussy. Yukari just press every single button he has.
Phasmagoria.
Sons of Kislev.
Oh yeah, I left those guys behind. Allow me to introduce you to some Daemonettes. How's the rest of the fight going? Okay. You should be getting her. Oh yeah, you don't want to leave these chariots, the Illyrises on chariots hanging around for any amount of time because oh, she's got the Hellfire, the Banner of Hellfire. Quickly turn around.
Faster, quicker. Good, yes.
Now I'm a big fan of Slaneshi magic.
Extravagant.
But this isn't going to give us a good opportunity to say why.
Heart seekers. Retreat, comrades.
Onward then. Their flesh is my canvas.
Jesus, guys, stop this guy from.
Bend through our will.
Yep.
Searching on.
Agonizing.
And then we can get the cultists to add in a few Keeper of Secrets as well. And then they can fight as well because they are good fighters.
Purple winds.
I am irresistible.
Yeah, little Groms, I swear, they're just another reason I hate Kislev.
Exalted
Like-
daemonettes of Slanesh.
It's basically, what is it? Yeah, like how are these guys hard? They're just a couple of dudes sat on a cannon. How have they got any damage resistance at all? Alright, in battle. See you later. Yukari doing most of the work as always. Yeah, Cell Guardians didn't get much damage in. A Keeper of Secrets would have got a lot more damage in than that. Oh, this kills, there is no course. Let's look at damage. Oh dear, yeah, not. They didn't put out their values worth, but they are good normally. Maybe I didn't micro them well enough. But yeah, as you see, this whole army works together in conjunction with, you know, the debuffs and then the buff from this dude. He's not essential, but yeah, any unit that's buffed is just great to mix in there. And then the Illyrises have their buffs and debuffs as well. So yeah, and what that Illyris, you see she's taken some damage, and that's just poor micro for me, leaving her in battle for you know, for too long. The other thing you've got is a bit of a hassle having to go through and give them all their points after each fight when you're using so many heroes. Oh, corruption. So it's always, for me, yes, yeah, I love these spells. I like to drop them down. But it's always hard to choose between, do I get more magic or do I get more defense, so they're not just like wet noodles getting wrecked as soon as they go near anyone. That's pretty straightforward. Where else do we want to go? I think we need to just come up here and clean them all up. So I can create an army. What's the Slanesh corruption? 100. Okay. So let's... Please don't give me a load of chariots again. Oh my lord.
Total submission.
This is trolling me now. I had some good armies, and then as soon as I get on stream, it's... I mean, as you've seen with the chariots anyway, they are really good. But it's just a micro with all these ones. I can do it. I group them all up and I can still get it to work, but it's not enjoyable. Yeah, and the army spawn with full movement as well. So it's convenient sometimes, I guess.
Dreading seduction. Most privileged of Slanesh.
Okay. Right, we've got proper armies coming in now. This one's not full, but it's kind of like you don't need it to be. I might get some more though, just because this fight, I've got a feeling they're coming at us with something. Just get some chaff in there. I don't know, I get a feeling this is going to be a strong army.
The herald of Slanesh.
So as always, try and bait them with what she got there for her. 60%.
The frisson of movement.
We'll take that.
Most privileged of Slanesh.
Trying to group them all up so they don't get...
With joy, the herald of Slanesh.
Yeah, I didn't do that very well last time because one of the armies wasn't close enough. Where's this? Is this... Where's that other army I had?
Most privileged.
Oh my god, what am I thinking? Of course. They're basically dead now because they need to be in a area with high Slanesh corruption, which the sea doesn't qualify for that. So
Even pleasure slaves.
yeah, I didn't think about that. What an airhead. Again,
Can they still please?
and just another example of me being a total
Prince guides us.
airheaded
Prince guides us.
lame ass.
Divine Master.
Getting dry eyes looking at this.
The herald of
They're gonna stay there. I don't know what the sudden attack from them is. Like, I've not been bothering them at all.
handmaiden of dark delight.
My divine master. Pleasure for pleasure's sake.
Most privileged of
See, this is where it would be beneficial having... Well, it's obviously beneficial having loads of people in chat, but they could spot things that I don't, because I'm sort of, you know, it's the evening, I'm an airhead as it is, and I'm talking on stream, which I'm not used to, so I'm likely to make mistakes. But who's this? Battle Masters. Yeah, well, we'll defeat this guy, that's no worry.
Most exalted people of secrets.
Naught else matters but sensation.
See, they're not getting anywhere near into any of these buildings. This one's a bit weak, but that's because it's got the special building in, which is fairly useless. But so what am I gonna do?
Agony is to come. Onward.
Depravity reigns.
85% chance there on ambush.
Pleasure is wasted.
This is one of the ones that I left in ambush for ages, so they got a really high chance.
Slaneshi Herald. Behold my sensuous movements. Moving with grace.
Try and use them as bait.
Heralds of the Dark Prince.
They can just come down here.
Depravity reigns.
I just don't know what they're up to. Like, they keep sending these small armies. Then you got this here. Like, what's their end game? Because while they're doing all this, I'm gonna come and absolutely trash their... Oh, that's because Alton I could get. I think he's actually got quite good traits, something to do with leadership. Which, what's he got in his army? Yeah, given that we bet even took a scratch. Come on, you scumbag. Ugh, can't reach you now.
Passion runs hot, not
But this absolute disgrace with an army that got ruined by the sea
Ray and joyless endeavor.
can do something.
The sweet cruel.
He's not falling for the ambush.
I break any mind. The feaster of pain.
Oh yeah, that's still his turn, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah.
I am irresistible.
You're always scared to press next turn because you can't remember whether you've moved people or haven't on the current turn, but because there's so many armies, you can't you got to flick through them all. Recruitment costs 25%. See, I can afford another army. I've got nothing to spend this money on. So that's kind of given me an excuse to create another army, although I don't have any mages. Maybe, I guess that's why you use Keeper of Secrets. There you go, Matt. Take back everything I said. I've got no more room for Aluruses, so I could use Keeper of Secrets to do a bit of magic. Alright, let's take this. We'll see if I can actually get a use out of Keeper of Secrets. After that, this one is complete in one turn. I want that at the very least. Oh, see, that's good as well. Yeah, don't care about money. One more turn and we've got this. Excuse me, I've got really dry eyes.
Excess.
Oh, he's got move space as well.
I look forward to it. So close. You want me? Kavot and sin. Delectable. Slaves to darkness. Dance on. Don't stop.
Artisan of pain. The frisson.
I mean, this guy's got to know the game's up, right?
Sensation.
Even if I have got stacks full of chariots.
Grace.
The hell
And
is going on here?
cruelty.
Don't even remember using this army. I'll just send them off to look after that. They've got good control, so
Too wanton, even for I.
right, and then the non-force march person.
Slash.
Oh,
Every symbol.
what? Why did I just suddenly get that? Oh, right. Basically the worst spell they have, but having said that, I was just saying about how I don't have enough Aluruses to do any magic, so I could give that to like a cultist or something when we start another army, which I may as well do now.
Most privileged of Slanesh.
So I think when I got my plus 20, yeah, I kept 1 or 2 in reserve. 1 in reserve. So I've got a level 21. And there's a level 21 here as well, but that's gonna 11. What is that? Is that 11,000? Yeah. Well, it's the same as what I've already got here, isn't it?
I demand total submission.
Whoa.
Who
So-
will join my rapturous odyssey? Most privileged
Get out there.
of Slanesh. Who will
I feel like I should
stake this
try something different, really, but you know, have a slightly different army this time, but there's not that many options. Sorry, I keep not talking to the microphone as well. So I'm just gonna go with the
They will
usual
never know the
daemonettes.
Only
Spawn.
absolute supplication will suffice.
Might need a few more because I don't have any high level heroes to put in there.
Slaves.
Although what I could do as well is share some of the ones that
Without boundaries.
sorry, I'm making sure the mic's near me. This guy who's got loads in there,
Sights to tempt you.
he can share those after this fight. So
How? Why?
Divine immortality. Prince's herald.
This is the one problem with the infinite army thing. You end up having to do a hell of a lot of this sort of stuff.
How divine? Most exalted keep.
Why auto resolve? No, let's have a fight. It's been a while. I'll take their one infantry unit. The other thing about Keeper of Secrets is I'm adamant that they can only walk and not run. If I summon one here, you can have a look at it. But if you look at Nakari and the Exalted Keeper of Secrets, they sprint. They're dashing around everywhere, whereas Keeper of Secrets just waddles along really slowly. Time is it? Okay. Still no viewers. Okay. Put these guys up front because they are the shit people I only got for chat. In the actual army, I make them thin so that these guys can push through as well, and that combo of two things can work.
Death through sensation. Exalted daemonettes of Slanesh.
Yeah, watch this guy. He'll be like sprinting towards them.
Will be exquisite.
What have we got here? That one is
Alores.
okay.
Sons of Islam. Seekers.
Oh, I've got actual seekers. I don't know. Going Brit 5.
Daemonettes of Slanesh.
Deliver unto Slanesh. Luscious
Right, let's go.
Exalted daemonettes of Slanesh.
You're supposed to be in group 1. Run.
Exalted.
Whoa! Oh, put him right on the noggin.
Exquisite.
What's that? Fire back.
I am ready. The Prince of Chaos rises. Paramour of Slanesh. Inflict exquisite suffering.
Shit, he's getting a peppering. Come on.
With agony.
Where's everyone else?
Slay their soul.
Make them scream.
Daemonettes.
Exalted daemonettes of Slanesh. Obey the orthodoxy.
Yeah. Get him, guys.
Seekers of Slanesh.
Getting wrecked over here.
And brotherty. Rend. Seekers of Slanesh.
Oh. Do that.
Bringers of joyous degradation. Beautiful. For Slanesh. Taking position.
Jesus. Yeah, look at this guy's running around like a lunatic. Everyone's focusing him though. Okay guys, let's get in there.
I am irresistible.
Surging on.
Daemonettes!
Agonizing death.
Slightly worried about my...
More secrets.
Who can I play?
Get in there.
Daemonettes of Slaanesh.
Tell you the spawn, man. Legend doesn't like them, I know. And he is clearly better than me, but I feel like I get value out of them. Only the Slaanesh ones though, and the Nurgle.
Sin and depravity.
Right, this guy's trying to finish him off.
Seekers.
He's dead, finally.
Pain is a gift. Agonizing death.
Oh shit, everyone else arrived, I didn't even notice. And I didn't-
Seekers of Slaanesh.
I didn't use my cultists in that battle. Or did I even have any? I'm confused. I need to, whilst I'm on stream, I need to remember to not keep leaning in like that. I don't know why I do it. Like, my vision's fine. Like an old lady, like... But it takes me off the camera. Which may be a good thing to some of you, but... And with Discord. Thank you very much.
Slow. The feaster.
Maybe I can give that to him. He said he got one. Oh no, no, that's the one. Is that the one that he just... Yeah. Gotta be able to merge some of this stuff, hold on. Scroll of Blast is an absolute joke. Yeah, it's quite good against Inch, but I never am quick enough to like press the button. Blades, fine. Got this void armor here. It's like absolute turd. I'm saving that for someone else. I'm just so addicted to merging these things. It's best with Cathay. They get so many good items, it's not even funny. Hold on, what army is this? I don't know, he got wrecked pretty quickly, so I think I need some points in there. Oh wait, what am I doing? I didn't realise I have all these up here. Yeah, these are strong as hell, these ones.
I get strong. longer.
This is amazing for when you're using non. When you need magical attacks, basically, with all your marauders. And that's a really good spell, so that's getting another point. I don't use that enough, actually.
One man's pain is another's. Glory be to the Lord.
So we've got these stacks coming up here, haven't we?
Insatiable.
Most privileged.
Trying to spring another ambush.
Slanesh.
85% chance. Oh, of course, yeah. I've already moved.
Herald of Slanesh. Most privileged of Slanesh.
They can do it.
So much glorious suffering. The frisson of movement.
The Tempter Lord.
He's playing some kind of game with me, trying to lead me.
Name it, and it
So let's see if we can give him a. We don't have a very high chance here.
My divine
Probably gonna get injured,
master.
but give him a gift. Fuck it.
Extinction comes.
Didn't work.
Speak.
Let's go this way, ladies.
Onward. My divine master.
Another stack here. This is why I hate Kislev. In all my campaigns, I always have Kislev just.
Privileged of Slanesh. March on cloven foot.
Just massively growing
Tribesmen.
and causing a lot of trouble. Wait, Nikara didn't actually move.
Of Slanesh.
He got in the army.
Your imperfections are abhorrent.
I yearn to go. Herald of the Dark Prince.
Okay, I said I had a weak bladder. I need the toilet yet again.
My divine
So
master.
I'll be quick.
Your blessings. But you are susceptible to my temptations. divine comedy. Such insights to tempt you. A new power.
Most privileged of Slanesh. Most privileged of Slanesh. Sensation lures me.
I look forward to it. Not this time. Onward.
Courtesan of the pleasure god. Moving with grace. The frisson of movement.
Delectable. I am pleased. His gaze is not upon us, or I would have to kill you.
Your will.
Excess. Such insights to tempt you. I must taste flesh.
Pleasure for pleasure's sake. On we go.
Your sin is my command. Extinction comes.
Cultist. contest of the perfect prince.
Most privileged of Slanesh. The Herald of Slanesh. Paint it purple.
You desire fornication.
My prince?
Most privileged of Slanesh.
Hi.
See that depravity! Seekers of Slanesh! Sensuous diversions! Torture's sweet kiss! Seekers!
Sensuous diversions.
Spread decadence and depravity!
What do you want? Nakari!
Pain is a gift. Exalted daemonettes of Slaanesh!
The cult thrives!
Now! Nakari!
Play this Paramour of Slaanesh. I move. I can't stop. The Prince of Chaos rises. Exalted daemonettes of Slaanesh!
Free!
Feaster of pain! I'll make them squeal!
Worship Journal! New extremes of sensation!
The Maiden of Ecstasy. I am ready. Heart Seekers of Slaanesh!
Make them scream!
Darkling Majesty!
Dark whispers of glory!
Cultist of Slaanesh!
This will be exquisite. The aesthetics are lethal. Come to me. Pain is a gift.
Bring
Why, yes. Who can I play with? Sensuous diversions. Extravagant despair. Divine dance.
The Dark Prince's servant!
Alores.
my palace of pleasure and speak.
Most privileged of Slanesh. Temptation calls.
The Tempter Lord! Let me imbibe your essence. The greater secrets are mine alone.
Infiltrator blood. My divine master. The cult is secreted in your nation.
Go with grace.
My desires are boundless. Most privileged of Slanesh.
Such insights to tempt you.
No higher power than I.
The Feaster of Pain. Advance. Time to indulge. Feast on their souls. So good. So close. You desire for... darkling majesty.
Zaneshi cultist! The serpent strikes! Dark whispers of glory! Worship Charnel!
All for the prince.
Luscious deviants!
Most exalted. Have you come to me seeking eternal damnation?
The maiden of ecstasy. The darkest of desires. Delighted to. Onward then. Suffer. On to pleasure. Behold magnificence!
Keeper of secrets.
Come to me. Divine dance. Delighted to. Faster, quicker.
Sensation gives me strength. Divine magics.
Inflict exquisite suffering. I can't stop. Attack.
Great honor.
I seek. Sorceress lash. Onward then. Good, yes. On to pleasure. Extravagant despair. Alores, the pleasure is all mine.
Your secrets spill. Locomotion!
Deliver unto Slaanesh.
Marauders of Slaanesh! I am endowed with power. Drinking pain. Flay their minds. Bring us souls. Summon the lash! Fueled by pain. The basement.
Cultist of Slanesh!
Rack them with agony. Their screams are such sweet melody.
The Lord of Excess reigns supreme. One man's pain